Hello and welcome. This is the announcing the winner of my first ever giveaway video. Is in front of the actual Harry Potter Study With Me first episode. So first of all, thank you so much for everyone who entered. It was such a fun to host a giveaway, and I was worried that no one would enter, but you guys entered, and it's just so much fun, and I really hope that whoever wins this deck is gonna be able to use it, will come back and join me in the Harry Potter series. And a funny thing is, when I took out my little cauldron mug to put the names in to select the winner from, I found a pair of Harry Potter socks that I put in when I was coming back from Manchester, where I bought the bag, to secure the mug, and then I just put the whole box into my shelf and just completely forget about it. So yeah, it's a surprise for me as well. And I'm wearing my Hogwarts t-shirt because you have to for this occasion. So yeah, I don't wanna really just drag out the moment. So all the names are in here. I mixed them a few times already, and let's see. So here's the mug, and let's see. Not gonna look. Dun-dun-dun. Okay, and the winner is yes, Murray. Okay, I hope you can see. Congratulations to you. I will contact you in the comments down below, and by the time I post this video, hopefully we already exchanged addresses and stuff like that, and the deck is already on its way to you. And yeah, thank you so much for everyone who entered. I am hopefully be able to post more giveaways and host more giveaways in the future. You guys just need to subscribe and like videos, and so my channel grows and I can organize bigger giveaways. But hope you guys enjoyed this little one, and congratulations again for the winner, and see you in the actual study with me video now. Hello and welcome to the first ever Harry Potter and the Tarot Study With Me video, which hopefully is gonna be a lot more than just one. I mean, I know I'm gonna keep posting them, but hopefully you guys will gonna join me. So, and I'm gonna come up with more Harry Potterish design for this one, because I only have a few decorations, so it's a perfect excuse to make some. So by now you know who won the Everyday Tarot deck. Congratulations to S. Mary again. And if by the time this video is posted she didn't get back to me, then I will put that in the description of this one, that I will draw a new winner, but hopefully that won't be necessary. For this series I'm gonna use I already removed the lid because I just hate this box the vacuum. The Smith Tarot Deck Centennial edition. It's the teen version, which is the small one, because I have a small hand extra cards in the deck. We will use, you can use any tarot decks that you would like. I was just thinking that I bought this deck as specifically as a study deck, so I was thinking it would be perfect for this series. What you need is a deck of cards, if you can get a deck of cards, but if you don't, all you need is 78 pieces of paper, and you should just put the names and the numbers on the cards, and you can use online resources or this video with the interpretation, so you can start if you want to. I'm just saying that you don't have to actually spend money on something you don't know if you want to first, especially if you can't afford it. I'm gonna be doing a sample reading, I think, for all three of them today, but we'll see how long the first one is going to be, and then we're gonna move accordingly. What I also gonna be using is my trusted little binder with, these are spreads that I already, tried and liked. I know the lighting is not the best, but hopefully you will be able to see the cards. You don't have to see my notes because I'm going to be reading the appropriate parts. But we are going to be also mainly focusing on learning the basic meanings of the cards. So we're going to be using this little white book that comes with the Centennial edition. This is the deck. It's already shuffled because I did a few readings with it. I'm not sure if we should start, but I think these have reverse meanings, so I think we should, start with reverse as well. How I was thinking about structuring this series and a video, so please comment down any suggestions, because I'm just, like I said, I really want this to be, a fun community experience for all of us who wants to learn and practice more tarot, because even though I'm doing this for a year, I'm still a newbie. A lot of times I learned by now to trust my intuition, but I want to know more about the basic meanings, because that can always help. And I think if you want to start learning, this could be a way into learning. And I'm gonna say that this is not intended to replace any professional tarot course, so if you have a chance to take one, I would highly suggest it, because even if you don't resonate fully with what you learn at a course, you will get such a good basic knowledge if you resonate with the reader, or with the style they do the course, that it's definitely worth it. I did one last year as well, and I learned a lot, and even though I disagree with some, because my views on things are different, I'm not gonna sit here and deny that the lady who did the course is not a very, very knowledgeable person, and I'm very grateful for those 4 days. So you can also leave comments with suggestion what type of question you would like to see regarding to all the characters in the books. I'm not gonna do movie version of the questions, because I'm not gonna say I'm a book snob, but I'm annoyed by the movies by this time, because I just read the book so many times that every little and big difference is annoying the hell out of me. I'm so sorry, you should know that. I have the books for 20 years now, more than 20 years now, and I read them regularly, so yeah. Also, another thing, I read the books in Hungarian, because the translation is just exceptionally good, and some of the names are not as pronounced, or just different in the Hungarian edition, as I think in most countries, than the original one. So if I accidentally say Piton instead of Snape, and I forgot to correct, you can just comment down below that who the hell was the one you mentioned that the timestamp, because I might not catch myself not using the correct ones. And sometimes I don't know the English name, so I will describe the person. You don't have to know the books by heart to join in. This is just a way into use fictional characters that I know enough about to see if a reading is resonating or not. So you can start reading the books and join in, or absolutely not, haven't read the books and still join in. If you hate the series, I don't think you're gonna enjoy this, so then you might need to find a different series for practicing tarot. But I think, I don't think you actually need to know these characters, or just this basic setup, because we will have questions like what is Ron doing, which is going to be, let's do this is the first one, so we will see. Can you see how cute Ron is? Let's see how Hermione, and for example Hermione is Hermione in Hungarian, because everyone was reading it the way it was written down, because that's how Hungarian language works. If you write something down, it's pretty much how you're going to say it. So no one knew, I think, how to, that was the first time Hungarian people actually were exposed to the name Hermione, so we just said her Hermione. And I recently asked the kids in the Harry Potter club that I do in the library how they pronounce it, and they were like Hermione. So I was like, okay, it's just you know, it's not just the old ones who were not exposed to internet, but it's just the Hungarian language. So but let's start with Ron. Can we put Ron somewhere? No, not yet. Okay, but yeah, any suggestion for a decoration as well, welcome. You know, link me to DIY decoration projects, because I would like to have a full-on Harry Potter themed reading place for us to practice with. So let's see. Okay, no, I'm not gonna take the jumper. I usually take the jumpers, by the way, so you don't have to. Any way you feel comfortable picking the cards is a valid way. Some people, you know, just lay them down and just pull out cards and do it that way. Some cut the deck and start dealing the top or the bottom. You have to try and practice and just, you know, let's see which way it works for me. It's gonna feel right when you do it. Anything that doesn't feel right when you're reading tarot it's something you shouldn't do. For example, if you, I'm not, maybe I will later, but right now I'm not someone who light candles and stuff like that, because I don't need that, but a lot of people do, and you have to, I just felt like I was doing something that was fake for me, so I wasn't connecting to, you know, lighting candles and meditating before the pulling the cards and blah blah blah, all that stuff. For me, it just felt like I was just trying too hard, so that's why I'm not doing them. Okay, how is Ron doing at the moment? I forgot to say before I pull the cards that I'm gonna be using my, I don't think I have it written down, my basic 3-card setup that I learned at the course, and which I think is it's a very good one. Where the first one, where we have the full, it's a positional reading, so you don't have to actually read reversals, so maybe that's better for now. In the first position where the Fool is, and I often use this when you guys ask for reading as well, is what's the problem of the overall situation. So because usually when someone asks you to check something, there's a blockage, there's a problem. You know, people don't ask for readings when they are completely happy, because they don't have to think about stuff like that, unless they are self-sabotaging, and then that's the problem. So first position, and I don't know, did I say you should make notes? I don't think I said. I find it very useful to start making notes, and that's why I'm sorry I'm all over the place, but this is the first episode, so we're gonna get, you know, better at this. I have the majors, yeah, you can see the majors, 1 page for each, and I'm using a ring binder because if I you know, ran out of space on the actual page, I don't have to just, you know, trying to make notes everywhere else. I just easily insert another page. And my system, and it doesn't have to be yours, is that I used 3 books, and I think at least, and a bunch of videos where I get my keywords and notes from. I write with capitals the big ones, so when I, you know, glance over a page, for example, for the Empress, I have abundance, fertility, fruition, creativity, love, family, mother figure, femininity, comfort, sensuality, Venus, because I would like to learn the signs and astrological part at least a little, and harmony again. I think I have that. No, I don't have that. But these are the big ones. So when I started to learn what the Empress means, I was trying to concentrate on the big ones at first, because that's more than enough when you start out. And I have left some spaces over here to, you know, continue, and then I put the reverse meaning. And I think that's very useful to keep notes, especially when you start, because then you can go back and see how you read the cards. If you are that diligent, you can make notes of the readings as well. I did that at the beginning. I did it for all the readings that I did, even the one for myself for the weak ones. Now I just do for the big ones, but at least I know the cards and my basic intuition, what what it said to me. So later when I look back, which I don't do as often as I should, I see what I was thinking. So that's just my way. Please comment down below if you have a better suggestion, a better system. Always, I'm not here to teach you, I'm here to study with you. I hope that's clear, because I want to practice. Like I said, I want this to be a shared experience, and I'm also thinking about if there will be people here who wants to do that, to do these live, so we can have more fast interaction as well. But that's just for the future. Let's see how the first few episodes goes, because if not, other than that, I'm gonna just do this for myself, because I have Ron here. Okay, so how is Ron? The problem, like I said, so the spread, was the root problem of the situation. What's hindering him, what's the problem, pretty much. In the middle is what the current situation, which is what he is doing or what he can do to make things better. And in the future position, it's not past, because it's not gone, it's something that causing the problem, but there is the basic past, present, future. It's a slightly different one, but this is the possible outcome for now. So Ron, because we have the Fool in the problem position, should I put something here where I'm thinking, please comment down below if I should put something here and leave the card here so you can look at it better, or you can see the cards if I'm doing it this way, because these are smaller cards. So okay, let's see what I'm gonna start with. Not gonna just say what I feel, because we're here to learn. Dun, dun, dun. We have the Fool, who is gonna be at the end. I see, yes. And I'm not gonna read. Should I read? Also, comment down below. Do you want me to read everything, or is it enough if I hold it up and you can read it for yourself? Pause the video, read it at your pace, and make notes. Hopefully that was enough for that. But the keywords for the reverse, because in this position we pretty much read the reverse, meaning it's negligence, absence, distribution, carelessness, apathy, nullity, vanity. Okay, still be seen. There's nothing. Oh, so it wasn't. Oh, sorry. I thought that this part was already still part of the Fool's description, but it wasn't. So these were the keywords. What I have in the reverse for the Fool. A Fool is a very optimistic. We should start with the upright meaning as well. The Fool is a very optimistic one. Who doesn't care what other people say. He has everything he needs in his little bag. He has a flower in his head, but it's not rooted yet. The Magician, which I don't have at the moment, and I don't think let's see if I can find it quickly, because that's how I learned the card, and it helped me to see the Magician next to it. Magician, yes. So the Magician is the Fool who arrived. That's how I learned the card, and I think it's a easy way to make the connection, because oh, sorry, I was out of frame. The Fool has this flower that on this one, let's pretend that these are all coming from this flower, because in the deck that I learned, that flower was planted, so the connection was easier to make. But if you think about it, he's carrying a flower, just one, and the magician already planted them and they already grow, because he is the one who has that oh god, what's the word, creative I'm blanking on the word totally, but he's making, you know, creating things. But the Fool is just someone who has enough in his little bag. All the minor arcanas are probably in the bag, but you don't know if he is stepping off into the rainbow bridge or into falling down. You don't know what is going to happen. But sometimes when this card comes up in readings, it signifies that you need to take that leap of faith, because the future is uncertain, and if you wait for certainty all the time, you're gonna be stuck. And with Ron, whatever Ron is right now doing, he's refusing to take that leap of faith, so he's probably stuck in a situation. And I'm gonna say that's more likely because we have the Three of Wands in the current situation, and the Three of Wands is I'm gonna check first so interesting, it goes backwards. So this is the why I say three. The Three of Wands starts here. Hopefully it focuses enough so you can read. And okay, it's describing what we see in the card. Please do let me know, like, should I read it out loud, or what the meanings are. It's easier for you, or should I not, because I don't want to waste time, but I don't want to, you know, not do something that would be helpful. But the upright meaning, and here we can read in this spread, we can read either, you know, because you will get a feel after a while what you think it's the meaning you should reach for. And for now, I would say I would read the reverse, because the Fool is in the problem position, because it means that, because okay because so the Three of Wands is the embarking on a journey. Yeah, I'm gonna find my notes. I also use color coordination for my notes because that's fun. And the Three of Wands, the big words for me is adventure and embarking on an adventure. But the figure is still just, you know, starting this adventure. It's not on the road yet. The Two of Wands is where you decide between two options, decide where you want to go, setting yourself the direction. And the Three of Wands is when you actually start. This is the very beginning of a journey where everything is still, you know, pliable and fluid, and can things change. And because the Fool is in the problem position, I would say that Ron should need to start a new journey, a new path, whatever, but he's hesitating for some reason. And later we can, you know, look into why this is happening. But for now, we just need to know that he should start something that he knows is good for him, because when usually the Fool is here, it's something that will move your life in a direction that will make it better. But it's unknown, and unknown is scary. So he's not, you know, on the road yet where he could be, you know, going. But I just want to say, you can read these cards completely differently, and that's completely fine. And if you do so, please comment down below, because we can learn from each other the way we interpret spreads and cards. So please do that. And if he takes that first step, you know, and he actually starts to go on the journey, the possible outcome is very favorable, because it's the Queen of Pentacles. And let's see what the Queen of Pentacles, okay, I don't have three hands, which would be very useful at the moment. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be just doing one question at a time because it's already gonna be long enough. So we have the Queen of Pentacles starting here, and here's the end. But in this position I read the upright meaning, which for this card is opulence. I do not know that word, so that's very useful. Magnificence, generosity, security, liberty. All the queens are cards that are already learned their suit, and the Pentacle suit is the day-by-day things, the everyday life, the money, what you need to you know, live your life in the 3D basically, and it's connected to Earth. So how I was taught to learn what each suit means is the coins fall down to the ground, and that's how you learn that it's connected to the Earth. I mean, it sounds better in Hungarian, but I hope, you know, it makes sense to you. And what I have for my notes, please let me know if I should go more into detail or if it's for now enough, because I don't want to overwhelm anyone, because that's also not useful. The Queen of Pentacles, and I think it's just perfect that it came out, because I forgot to say that I try to pick you know, fictional characters for my cards, so that when I think about them I will immediately know what sort of a person it is. And who I picked for the Queen of Pentacles is actually Mrs. Weasley. So how perfect is that we have the first question for Ron Weasley, and we get a possible future as his mom. At least I think it's fun. This is a Capricorn card, by the way, if you want to start learning that. If you look at here, there's a skull, so maybe that helps to learn. I'm gonna try to remember that this is Capricorn as well. I don't know if there is a sign anywhere hidden in the cards. I don't think so. But you can, if you look at the card, you can see that she's sitting on a throne, so it's a very stable energy. There's a lot of you know, flowers, a bunny, so it signals abundance. There are some water, which means there are some emotions, but that's not the most significant for this suit. Water usually signals emotions in these cards, by the way. And for me, for the Queen of Pentacles, the keywords are emotionally grounded, because, you know, she's sitting on a throne, that usually means grounded. Generosity, she had a lot of things, and, you know, she's ready to give. I know that Mrs. Weasley is not someone you think when you hear the word elegance, but I always think that if the Weasley family would live, you know, in a very luxurious way, because they would be where they should be, if they would be actually valued in the ministry, they would have a much better lifestyle. And Mrs. Weasley would be that elegant lady also, not just, you know, the walking hug that she is. So I don't find that oh god, I don't find that you know, contradicting with the meaning and Mrs. Weasley, but you pick your, you know, references. And like I said, walking hug, and she's that this queen is that nurturing, kind, but a bit strict mother figure. And if you think about Mrs. Weasley, she's like that. She will give you food until you can't move. She will always make sure that all your clothes are clean or you're well taken care of. But if she needs to be saying that, for example, Ginny should stay away from the fight, she will say that. So she's not easily manipulated by you know, Shrek kitten puppy eyes, because kitten eyes, because she knows what's best for you, and even if you don't know what's best for you, she will know. But because we have that in Ron's future, I mean, I don't want to say that he's gonna become like his mom, but pretty much he will find that nurturing, generous, kind place to be, and to be to other people, where I think he is already, you know, because he learned that coming from the Weasley family. And possibly because it's a Pentacles queen, you know, and it's about money, once he makes that step and he starts the journey, he will be more financially grounded as well, so he will have more to share. So maybe it's talking about a new job offer or a new job opening, because we have the Pentacles at the end, though the ones are connected to passion, so it can be, I would read this as a career a job change. By the way, how would you read it? Please let me know. But yeah, so once he picks this, I mean, he already chose the way he wants to go, but he's hesitating actually starting it, because when you wands are connected to passion and dreams, I would say he probably finally ready to do something and be something that he always wanted. But you know, maybe he thought, because Ron has that tendency to, you know, just try to be more like Harry or his brothers. So I think he's ready to finally be himself, and the Fool can signify that as well. But once he takes the first step and start, you know, on that road, it will lead to success. So it's a very favorable outcome for him. But this was just my interpretation of the cards and how they read and interact with each other. I think that's the most daunting and maybe scary part in tarot, to how to read the cards together. And hopefully with this series we will learn a bit more about it. I enjoy this very much, but I love talking about Harry Potter. I'm a big fan. I'm not saying I know everything about everyone, because I don't, but I know enough to, you know, feel if the reading is resonating for them or not, at least, you know, pretend or whatever. But please do let me know, how would you read these three cards separately or all together, because like I said, we can learn from each other. What was the one that jumped at you when you saw the cards, you know, like which maybe the dog or maybe the feather, I don't know, because there's just so much on the cards that we can't cover in a reading like this, because there are a lot of really good videos on, you know, deep diving cards. So I will try to link a few that I find useful, but you can, if you find something that I didn't link, please mention down that below as well, because I have space in my book and I, you know, want to add to it. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope it was useful, really useful, because that's my intention with this one, to be useful and to make friends. So please comment down below, find me on Instagram, like this video, share it with someone who wants to learn tarot, and you know, maybe a bit shy to read for other people, because this way we can read for someone and yet not read for anyone, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I think the first episode is done and I had fun, so hopefully you guys had fun as well. But I am needing you know, feedback, so please comment down below, and then see you in the next one.